So in the today's session, we are going to discuss about some minimum coding IT jobs with high packages. I'm not going to talk about zero coding IT jobs. I'm going to discuss about some low coding or minimum coding IT jobs, that too with high package IT jobs. And one more thing you have to remember, these low coding or minimum coding IT jobs are most demand in the future as well. Now we will discuss one by one what are those low coding IT jobs with high package in software industry nowadays. Okay, the first one is ServiceNow developer. ServiceNow developer is very demand in nowadays in the software industry. Okay, so for this job, the coding or programming skills are only minimum coding skills are required. Okay, so like you have to learn JavaScript, okay, Ajax, HTML and CSS. So that too, it depends on the vendor and depends on the project only. So whenever you are developing any portal and whenever you are designing any portal, then JavaScript, HTML and CSS is required. And in some projects, the programming or coding is not required. And the next job is like a data analyst job. So data analyst job also very demand in software industry currently and in the future as well. Okay, so to become a data analyst, we don't require that much in-depth coding skills. We only require some fundamentals programming or fundamentals coding skills only. That to require like core Python or some analytical tools like SAS. Okay, so if you know any basic coding skills, that is enough to survive as a data analyst in software industry. And the next one is Pega developer. So Pega developer also very demand in software industry nowadays. There are huge job openings are there for Pega developer, like Pega admin as well as Pega developer. For Pega admin jobs, zero coding is required, but for Pega developer, minimum coding is required. So better to have knowledge and basic knowledge on Java technology to become a Pega developer. But it's not mandatory to learn the entire Java. So if you have basic knowledge or if you are a Java developer, then it is very added advantage. You can easily switch to become a Pega developer. So once if you done this Pega course with certifications, then you can easily grab highest package in software industry. Okay, so there is much demand is there for Pega BPM tool, business process management tool. Okay, and in the future also very huge demand is there for Pega developer job position. So minimum coding is required. Only basic or fundamental core Java skills are enough. Okay, and the next job is nothing but production support or IT support. So whatever the IT jobs are there in software industry, like supporting jobs, you don't require any in-depth coding skills or programming skills to survive as a production support. Okay, because you are not developing any application, you are just giving supporting role only, IT support role or production support role. But you must have some minimum coding skills to understand the workflow of the any application. Okay, so for that reason you must require some like a shell scripting, PowerShell or Python or JavaScript, whatever the project you are handling, whatever the project you are giving some supporting role. So you need to know the respective IT technologies. Okay, and the next one is very famous one, that is nothing but DevOps. So as everyone knows about DevOps roles, how much demand is there in software industry nowadays. Okay, for a DevOps role, you need some shell scripting, Bash, Python, and Linux commands. Not every technology, at least you have to know any one of the scripting languages to survive as a DevOps engineer in software industry. Okay, I highly recommend you to learn shell scripting and Linux commands. Okay, and the next one is a cloud engineer. To become a cloud engineer, the coding is required. So what type of coding is required, you know? So like JSON or YAML at another markup language. So this is one type of coding language, but not like Java or Python or like other programming language. So why we use this JSON, for data exchange purpose between two different applications. I mean, data transfer purpose, we are using JSON and YAML. And the next one is cyber security. Okay, cyber security also doesn't require in-depth coding skills, so that it depends on the project and depends on the company. So anyhow, so if we have some Python, JavaScript and scripting technologies knowledge or experience, that is added advantage, and you can expect a better career growth in cyber security. So if you have in-depth programming skills, that is very added advantage for better career growth. In case if you have some basic or fundamental coding skills or fundamental programming skills, you can easily survive with these IT jobs, and you can also expect a high package as well in software industry. All these IT jobs are in the future demand technologies as well. You can expect in the future more demand like cyber security, cloud engineer, DevOps, okay, and data analyst. So these four jobs are future demand IT jobs. So that's all guys, man. I hope this information is very helpful who want to start your career with minimum coding skills or low coding skills IT jobs. Okay, so if you feel this video is very informative, then don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to share to your platforms as well. So okay, we will meet with one more useful content video. Thank you very much.